What if Nancy Drew, the final scene, had a different culprit? I was looking forward to this one because I don't like Joseph as the culprit. It seems he's only half aware that he's the culprit, so when Nancy defeats him at the end, I always feel kind of sad for him. Maybe one of the other suspects would be a better villain. What if Simone Mueller was the culprit? She seems like the most obvious suspect since she's fairly ruthless and doesn't care about Maya's well being. All she cares about is exploiting the tragedy for attention. Early in the game, Nancy makes a minor deal out of the fact that Simone's dressing room is connected to Brady's. The rest of the game ignores this point. I still have no idea how the culprit managed to move Maya through the theater so quickly. If Simone is the culprit, this is less of a problem. Maya's kidnapping is a publicity stunt to drum up attention for Brady Armstrong in his new movie. That's how Simone was able to produce the funeral wreath and the missing posters so quickly. She knew about the kidnapping in advance. She's already planned the grand finale where Brady rescues Maya. I imagine that Simone would want to drag out the kidnapping story for as long as possible, for weeks, if she could manage it. So she probably wouldn't keep Maya inside a theater with a 3-day time limit. My guess would be she planned to move Maya to another location, but Nancy foiled those plans by reporting the kidnapping right away, and by finding the magician's room where Maya was kept. The messages on Simone's PDA are not important in the regular game. They'd probably be more relevant if she was guilty. Maybe we'd even learn more about Simone's beloved Georgie Bear. Let's say one of the messages gives away a clue that there's another secret passageway built into the graffiti of the first secret passage. Press the letters in the correct order to reveal it. Nancy steps inside to see Simone holding Maya's shoe. Oh, look who finally caught up, the world's least marketable detective. Let Maya go. Relax, she's fine. Much safer than Brady's career. Can you believe the press conference didn't even make the 8 o'clock news last night? This town is a waste of my time. I hope you realize how much of a pain you've been. I would have moved Maya out of this dump 2 days ago if you hadn't interfered. I think it's finally time to write you out of the script, like the unimportant extra you are. Simone disappears through a door, and the room becomes a death trap that's a combination of the magician's room and the bee's knees game. Nancy solves it in time and gets the police. Simone is arrested live on camera, ironically giving Brady a huge amount of publicity. Brady Armstrong, publicist, arrested. What if Brady Armstrong was the culprit? On the third day of the game, Brady reveals he's secretly the owner of the theater. He's going to destroy it and build a boring-sounding restaurant in its place. Maya found out she's a threat to his plans. This scene is practically a culprit confrontation already. What was Brady planning to do in order to ensure Maya's silence? Was he planning to use his good looks and charm to win Maya over? Was he going to bribe her? And when that didn't work, he resorted to kidnapping. Maybe in his mind it was just a temporary kidnapping until the demolition was done. He was a little proud of himself for taking such drastic measures. Look at me, Mom! I'm captain of my own destiny! The game plays out like normal, except when Nancy confronts Brady on day 3, he slumps, defeated. You're right, Nancy. This has gotten too far out of hand. I'll stop the demolition crew. You double-check the stage. I could have sworn I heard something moving down there. Nancy returns to the stage lifts, where she finds a tied-up Maya. Nancy's overjoyed, until she realizes she walked right into a trap. Sorry to disappoint two of my biggest fans, but I'm afraid you both know too much. I can't let you escape before the demolition. Brady, how could you? I'm more than just an incredibly good-looking face, Nancy. I'm also a wonderful actor. I had you and everyone else fooled, didn't I? No one can stop me now, not even Simone. Brady crushes a remote control for the stage lift and leaves. Nancy is forced to solve a moving platform puzzle while the machinery goes haywire. Either that or the stage lifts follow different logic in this version of the game. Nancy escapes with Maya, They get the police to arrest Brady. There's a newspaper headline that reads, "Vanishing Destiny Premiere Leads to Vanishing Career." The problem with Simone or Brady as the culprit is that the culprit has audio messages, which tell Nancy to stop the demolition. Simone and Brady don't care about the demolition, so if one of them is guilty, that was probably an attempt to frame Nicholas. What if Nicholas Falcone was the culprit? According to Sergeant Ramsey, Nicholas faked a kidnapping in Nashville. He pretended to kidnap the demolition boss's daughter in order to save a theater. It would be a twist if the kidnapping was fake all along. Maya invited Nancy with her on purpose because she knew Nancy would get the attention of the police. I'd like the Harry Houdini storyline to be more important if Nick is the culprit. It seemed a little weird how Nancy finds the Houdini paperwork at the end when she wasn't even trying to find it. Let's say Nicholas knows about the paperwork and suspects it's hidden somewhere in the theater. So, when Nancy finds the blueprints to the secret room at the end of the game, Nick bursts into the room, overjoyed. "You did it, Nancy!" "Nick, how did you get past the police?" "Let's just say that getting around the law is one of my specialties." "Who cares about that now? You got the proof we need to stop the demolition. That's what matters. Maya was right about you." "Maya? But how? When did you meet Maya?" "A couple of months ago. She wants to save this theater as much as I do. We've been working together ever since. I took the documents from the county offices while she put major pressure on Charmstrong. He didn't crack. Guess he's got more of a spine than I gave him credit for." "You and Maya are in on this? Whatever it is? Together?" "I told you, Nancy, I wouldn't kidnap someone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause. Maya said you'd find a way to stop the demolition, and you did. Now all we gotta do is tell the demolition crew." "No, the first thing you need to do is free Maya. Then you hand yourself over to the police." "So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Fine, I'll stop the demolition myself. And FYI, she was in my van the whole time." Nick locks Nancy in the projection room, and Nancy has the puzzle of finding the secret attic where she finds the hidden Houdini papers and turns on the marquee for attention. Nicholas is unrepentant when he's arrested for obstruction of justice, and Maya helps secure his quick release. Maya tries apologizing to Nancy, but Nancy isn't sure she can ever forgive Maya for her deception. That's it for this video. I had a really hard time writing this one for whatever reason, so let me know your ideas.